Greetings and salutations, everyone, and welcome back to Rimworld Ascension, episode 33. If you enjoy this episode, please remember to like and subscribe, and as always, MODLIST is down in the description. And with that, let's get into the episode. So the plans for this episode are pretty simple. We're really just going to be focusing on getting ready for winter. I doubt we'll reach winter this episode, but next episode we almost certainly will be in winter, at least for a little bit of it. So just getting ready for that's going to be necessary, seeing as we only have a couple more days before it really hits us. So we're going to be focusing on getting our food stored properly, getting as much food produced as we can, and of course also working on the shelters a bit more. Let's have Maze go ahead and harvest the hay grass before it all goes bad due to it being winter. Same with the rice. Get one last harvest in. Ah, the chameleon yak has officially gone into the winter pelts. Very nice. I think we're going to delete these two growing zones. They're kind of just in the way, so we're going to just preemptively remove them so I can put some actual structures here. Structures, roads, and whatnot. Probably going to put a hospital here, actually, now that I think about it. In fact, that's what we'll do. Instead of building a house, actually, is we will build a hospital. We need one. We've needed one for a while, but I think it's finally time to build one. So the first thing we'll do is we'll go to floors, packed dirt, and we'll go ahead and make the roads here. Like that. And let's fill that in. There we go. No, let's do this. There we go. Make it a little more curved. So that leaves us with this space to build a hospital. So I'm thinking probably just put it like right across here. It doesn't need to be too big actually, because we don't have too terribly many people. I mean, we have a lot of people, but the hospital doesn't need to be massive. It just needs to be big enough to house all the beds we're gonna need. So let's go and try to do something. Let's see, counting for walls. There we go. And where are the beds? There they are. Fur beds. Let's see, what do we have a lot of that we don't really need? Got a lot of heavy fur. Alright, we'll use heavy fur. So the hospital will hold 6 beds, which we can use to do medicine. And we can always expand it down more if we need to. Oh, I didn't even notice that. Kata here has a mangled scar on their brain from the frag grenades. That's not good. Might need to try to heal that with one of the many methods. In that case, we're gonna need to start training up another crafter. I don't think anybody else has a passion for crafting. No, Christy does, though. Well, sounds like Christy's gonna be doing crafting when they get out. Alright, well, the walls for the hospital have been complete. Now, we don't have the wood to actually build these beds, so can't use it right now. But what we can do, to make it a little more sterile, is give it some steel floors. Now, we don't have the steel in storage to do that, but I believe... Yep. We got more than enough steel mined up there. And we're mining even more down here. So steel should not be a problem. Cargo pods. What do we get from them? We get bunch of quail eggs. Cool, I guess we'll take those. It would appear that the hospital has only one more floor left that needs to be constructed, and then the floor will be done. And there we go. The entire floor of the hospital is now steel. So, now that should be good for us. Let's also build a steel medical cabinet so that we can store the medicine in the hospital so that we have quick access to it. Now Calhoun is researching because they don't have anything else to do, which is factually incorrect. Go ahead and build another housings wall. There we go, and the medicine cabinet's complete, which will hold medicine. Go ahead and get Calhoun off the research, get them to go do some more building. As important as research is, right now we need housing. We got a lot of people, and we want to give them all little independent housing. Let's make sure that heel root doesn't rot away and haul it into the new hospital. We should also probably install a torch so that we can see what we're doing in said hospital. Don't want to be doing surgeries in the dark. That's just asking for trouble. Go ahead and send Calhoun in there to do one last enslave attempt. And there we go. And so now their will has been broken, and the next time they interact, they should be enslaved. Very nice. We'll go ahead and temporarily switch this... Well, not temporarily, we will switch this over to a slave bed. Preemptively. Let's also, actually temporarily, move these two beds in here to function as temporary hospital beds. We do have some surgeries we need to do. Those surgeries do require wood, though, which we... Oh, I would say we don't have. But it's all right there. 474 of it that we're just not grabbing. Looks like another good park has been made. And a quest to a lab that we can't use. Well, I'm not too worried about those quests, if I'm being honest. Until we get to the industrial era, we don't really even need to worry about doing those quests. The only benefit they would provide us now is steel. Oh, Cargo Pods Apparel. Randy Random is being remarkably nice today, and it's concerning. I haven't had a single bad event yet, so I'm just waiting for the inevitable chaos that is going to happen. We've had a good couple episodes, so statistically speaking, we're bound to have a really, really bad one soon. Also, why are we just letting that ammo rot away? Let's go ahead and go grab that. Don't let that rot. And Chrisley Brott has been enslaved. Very nice, very nice. Now, they're a night owl like Kata, so we'll go ahead and give them the same order. And they will be taking over doing the nighttime crafting. Since Kata here is, well, less ideal. Works a lot slower. Go ahead and remove 4 eyes from crafting in all total. And I think that's really the only thing Chrissy's really good at. Besides construction, which they're not good at, but they are mildly passionate in. They're not really good, though, for anything other than crafting, so that's all they're going to do. That's going to be their whole shtick. And there we go. Proper hospital beds. With a torch. Well, I think it's time to finally give some of our people who are missing legs again. If I can find them. I thought we had another person missing a leg. Huh. Well, now I'm just confused, because I thought we had 2 people missing legs, and apparently we only have 1 who's missing a leg. And it's the one with the damaged brain. It's Kata. So we'll go ahead and install a left peg leg go ahead and return to the medical bay. And we'll get Meproctus here to go ahead and prepare to tend for you. And there we go. Go ahead and operate. Yep, make sure the hospital's nice and clean. It is considered clean, so hopefully it will succeed. We don't have a lot of medicine, so we gotta be careful with it. And there we go, everyone. The first successful surgery done in New Kaminoa. We installed a peg leg. It's good, it'll help him walk. Can't get him a new brain, but we can get him a new leg. Alright, I think we're probably going to need another corn storage bin, so we're going to go ahead and make one of those. Let's also go ahead and set up another house to be constructed. And also, we're going to go ahead and build the door and build the bed. And Maze is now going and harvesting some berries, apparently. Okay. Did not expect him to do that. I guess we still had those orders from ages ago. What we really needed for him to do is to chop trees, because we need more wood. Let's go ahead and make another chop trees order over here. Just chop trees everywhere. Yeah, so Christy can walk really fast, so they're going to be able to get around and do crafting at insane speeds. You do not have the skill to make parkas. No, you should. Are we out of muffalo wool? I think we're out of muffalo wool. Well, that's alright. We do need to build other outfits, too. And I believe the only one... Yep, only Meproctus doesn't believe in ranchism. So once we get Meproctus over, everybody will once again believe in ranchism. Now, something I've been thinking of for quite a few episodes now is where are we going to put the slaves, right? We could give them these two little houses. We could build them a house, but I'm thinking, what if we repurpose the prison? Now, my logic behind this, right, is we forgot to build the prison a bathroom, and we can't, there's nowhere to really build a bathroom on here that'll not look awful. So, we could just deconstruct a couple things in here, put more beds in, and just make it into a slave barracks, which is what I think we're going to do. It's pretty simple, just do that. And then we're just going to deconstruct these because they're unnecessary. And then just move these two beds over. And we'll just have a little slave barracks right there, right in the middle of the colony. And then that'll get a couple more beds out of here. Man, Christy is knocking those out. And with how fast they work, I can just tell them to take the best stockpile. And there's no harm, no foul. I think we also need to build a proper little barn for these guys. So I'm thinking we build it right here. Just like so. Nothing fancy. Just like a little thing. It bothers me that it's not centered. But it's fine. And then... Oh, let's get rid of that. It's hurting my eyes. Then we go to, I believe, structure. And we just put that there. Now, this isn't really to keep them out of the weather. It's to keep their hay out of the weather so that their hay does not deteriorate constantly. Man, Christy is fast. If they have a slave rebellion while it's nighttime, I don't think we're going to catch them if they're outside the wall. So, I think what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and we're going to make home area 1 And this is going to be where Christie's allowed. Because I can't have Speedy Legs McGee over here blitzing their way out of the colony. And there we go. A very simple... Actually, hold on. A very, very simple setup, but that should keep them within the walls. Four Eyes is allowed to go wherever they want. They're not that fast, so I'm not too worried about them. Ah, man, we might actually be able to get everyone their own individual housing this episode. That would certainly be something. I'm noticing we're building up a lot of granite again. Let's go ahead and switch that back to making predominantly slate. Got a lot of projects going on that need that slate. There we go. And then we just select this, prepare to move it over here. Build a duplicate right there. We're going to need to bring in all that steel as well. And there we go. So now they are restricted to this little barn, but also this big old field. It looks like Kata can once again go ahead and go try to convert for Proctus. So let's go do that. $68 to $48. Very good. Go ahead and stand up. Calhoun, go deconstruct that bed. And also deconstruct Storch's bed. Why not? There we go. Now that we're actually getting a good amount of wood, we can just begin building houses again. I'm not going to worry about the floors or the extra furniture and all that, but I will get the beds built. You know, I feel like we shouldn't have Four Eyes running out there constantly to go grab stuff. I feel like that's just waiting for something bad to happen. Let's go ahead and keep them a little closer to the colony. Hypothermia. Oh, Jaleel. Oh no. I didn't even think of that. That is a problem, isn't it? Alright, here's what we're going to do. Temperature. We're going to go ahead and build a... no, we don't have the slate. How much... Oh, we're just shy of the slate. Okay. Hearths are really expensive. That's massive. Okay. That is more massive. Let's build this. Let's get Calhoun on it. Let's set this to a slave bed, which will kick Jaleel out and force them to be moved to the hospital. Force them to be moved to the hospital. Calhoun can get the heat stones constructed, and that should hopefully warm this place up enough to get rid of the hypothermia. Let's see, you are comfortable in the 34 to 86. There we go. That'll keep you nice and warm. And with that, we have now removed the last of the beds from... Well, almost. Hold on a second. Might have been celebrating a bit early. And there we go. The last of the beds has finally been moved out of the main structure. And now we have a prison barracks. An actual dedicated area to put prisoners. Well, not prisoners, slaves. 4 slaves to be exact. Speaking of which, does it stack? Yes. Okay, so it seems like for every slave we have, we get a +1 mood boost. So, by that logic, getting 2 more slaves will give us a nice +4. I believe that's on par with Ambrosia. And doesn't require drugs. So, that's a win, I'd say. Alright, there we go. And now we can finally begin the next big project, which is this. But before we can do that, now that we no longer have a prison, we kind of need a prison. So now we got to figure out where we can fit one that won't look awful. That's the big thing. And I'll be honest here, I'm kind of just thinking of throwing it down here by the animals. Like this little corner here, just shove them in here. Keep them out of sight, out of mind. And it'll also make prison breaks a bit harder. So it's going to be somewhat big. We want them to be comfortable, after all. Yeah, something like that. And then we can do, like, make this the bathroom. Make this the main area. Put the door here. Okay, and then let's go to the floors. Packed soil. And I'm thinking we'll probably have 2 roads going to this. One coming from up here and one coming from over here. So we'll just make a basic 3x3 right there. Have it run along like this. Let's go ahead and toggle that fertility overlay so we can actually see what it is we're doing. And there we go. There's one path. I think we can cut it back a bit like that. Yep. So there's half the path. And then the other half will just go here. I think we can make it a little bit more curved here. Make it look a little bit more natural. There we go. So that'll be the next road. This will be the prison. Relatively far away from anything that could be a threat, but close enough that we can still use it effectively. And we just put a door here. Let's go to hygiene. Stall door here. And then we just put, like, a sink. A couple of wooden latrines. Probably just one, honestly. And, bathtub. Not the fanciest bathroom, but it's not meant to be. It's meant for prisoners. They're not supposed to be super cozy. It is just meant to function, essentially. Let's also go ahead and... actually, I don't even think these are going to be necessary now, because we're going to just have a heater here. So we can actually save some resources by just building more of these. Latches on a food binge. That's not the worst mental break you could have. Especially right now. We got plenty of food. Question is, where is he? There he is. Go ahead and go try to calm him down. It's not a problem, but I'd really rather him not eat all of our food. Just out of principle. There we go. Oh, now that we actually have enough wood, I just realized we can once again begin shelf construction. That completely slipped my mind. Let's go ahead and get that going. We're quickly running out of storage space. Ooh. The grand aunt of Kata is visiting us. How interesting. Jaleel, why are you so upset? Recreation starved and ravenously hungry. Well, I'm sure somebody will get around to feeding you. One of our many doctors. Go ahead and prioritize feeding. Oh, there it is. That's what Randy was waiting to hit us with. Toxic fallout. Can't do a whole lot against that. I don't even think we can really make any sort of mask, can we? Oh, this actually does help, huh? Well, let's go ahead and make a bunch of these. Let's see. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. We need 10. And that is now going to take utmost priority. And, Christy, guess what? Congrats. That's now your job until you, run out of stuff. We need those gas masks. Those very crappy gas masks. And, just drop those on the ground so I can make sure I force equip them. Yep, now we gotta worry about people getting poisoned to death. Sure, we could shove them all in here, but that is, that wouldn't be very beneficial to us now, would it? No, we'll just have to play it carefully. It should pass in a few days, or weeks. Honestly, it could go either way. Calhoun, I think you're gonna be the first one to go ahead and go put that on. Takes up your helmet, but that's alright. Yeah, 35% tox resistance. Very important. Especially for those who are going to be working out in the toxic fallout. But the toxic fallout shall not slow down our work. The work must be done. Christy, go ahead and put that one on. Thank you. And go ahead and craft more. The animals are smart. They're just sitting in here. Who is this? When did they die? How long has this person just been laying outside our walls dead with a Drachnol? Go grab it. Let's go ahead. Yep, toxic buildup is the beginning. If it gets too high, we'll go ahead and just shove everyone into the place, into the main, over here into the main building where all the food is. But until that happens, we're not gonna worry too terribly much about it. We pretty much just want to slow down the process of it, and that's it. Four Eyes is probably getting a good healthy dosage of radiation. Hope it doesn't kill him. Yeah, so the only way to avoid toxic fallout is to be under a roof. So while yes, we could just build roofs over all of our pathways, I feel like that would be really lame. It would be effective, sure, but it'd be lame. So we're not going to do that. We're going to just make a bunch of face masks and keep doing what we're doing. We got work to do. We don't have the luxury of doing nothing. Yeah. This is gonna be something we're gonna have to work around. Oh, a whole bunch of social fights just started and then stopped at the same time. Concerning. Why are you so upset, my Proctus? Oh, you're sick. Yeah, you're sick with radiation poisoning. You're just gonna have to live with it. Alright, I think Four Eyes here needs the next one, considering they're also a constructor, so they're gonna be getting exposed more than anyone. Oh, a group of terramorphs are passing through. Hello. They're not a threat, they're just gonna kind of chill. Lebroctus, did you... Right pinky destroyed! Oh my god. Help. Better go ahead and tend to it. Anyway, go ahead and go put on a gas mask for me. I keep calling them gas masks. They're face masks. Or veils, technically. So, technically, please go put on your veil. Jaleel doesn't have to worry about it, because Jaleel just chills in the hospital every day. And that's all they do. That's their whole shtick. Yes, Christy, I know you are starving, but we need these gas masks in order to keep functioning. So, sorry, you're just gonna have to keep going. And there we go. Alright, Christy can now go and just do whatever they need to do. As now everybody who needs one has one. So hopefully, while they sleep, that's enough for it to drop to non-lethal levels. Yeah, toxic buildup can apparently lead to cancer. So that's going to be fun. We got cancer in the air. So we're just going to have to deal with that. And they collapse due to extreme exhaustion. I don't blame them. But I think I'm gonna leave this episode off here. We've made a lot of really good progress. We got all the houses we needed, technically speaking, constructed. Working on prison, got a hospital, built some roads, got all of our crops harvested, and it'll be winter next episode, as we have one more day before it is officially winter. And now we have a toxic fallout that we have to deal with, so I'm really glad we got all the crops harvested when we did. So, with that, if you like this video, remember, like and subscribe, and with that, I will see you all in the next episode.